Hello and welcome to Montana. We are out digging for a little gold today. We made our way over to the Sapphire Mine, one of our most favorite places to come. They have the public area up in front where you can dig for sapphires. All you do is call, make an appointment, and you can come get your own sapphires. But we are in our own, I guess, little spot down here, and this has all been scraped down to bedrock. So we're digging along these banks here, getting about the foot above the bedrock. You can see up there on the hill all the different layers of volcanic ash and all that cool stuff. This area near Helena, Montana, it's the El Dorado Bar. It used to be a shallow water ocean. So you can find giant clam shells and coral blooms and fossils and petrified wood and all kinds of things from millions of years ago. So this is a really cool place to come. We got all kinds of different kinds of rocks and stuff. But well, let me show you around my setup today. This is the first time out trying out the new 3D printed levelers. See, they're going to hold out, and it's going to be perfect to try this out. The next 2 days is going to be in the 90s. So nice and warm to give these things a good test, see if I can break one or not. This is a little bucket blaster high banker thing I made here and put some grizzly bars in it. I think it's going to work okay. Just a bucket cut in half. I've got my high flow silicone sluice box mat in there with high-low V going all the way up to the drop riffle there. This is to simulate expanded metal, and high-low V in the bottom. And it should work really good with the high-low V nugget trap up at the top to catch any chunkier pieces of gold. I'm running a 3,500 gallon an hour pump down in there. I've got my speed controller, the bilge pump speed controller over here. I think I'm pretty much going to be running it full blast. So let's go ahead. We'll run a little bit of dirt. And like I said, it's going to be hot today. So we'll run a little bit of dirt, see how she goes. We'll turn this on. And just put it in. I don't know that I exactly love my grizzly bars in there. I think I need to work some more on that, but for the day, it's going to serve the purpose. If these big rocks stay up there and wash, I think that's the most efficient high banker hopper you can make. Get the 5-gallon bucket cut in half with a full stream of water, hitting the top up there and washing the rocks. This stuff doesn't have a lot of junk in it, this dirt, or a lot of clay, so it's not a problem. Where we usually dig, there is a ton of clay. love my bucket trommel. It's a little bit slower than this, so I wanted to give this a shot, see how it works. No moving parts like the trommel. Okay, been running for a little bit. Well, actually I've only emptied my tailings bucket twice, and with those big grizzly bars it doesn't take long. But I wanted to see if we were really on the gold and getting the gold, and what I'm seeing here I'm getting pretty excited about. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. Hopefully the glare's not too bad, but you can see gold littered in here, and I got this whole pile of black sand here that I haven't gone through. So the first results are looking very, very good. Of course it's all small, but dang. So good enough. We're gonna fire this thing back up and keep right on digging in our spot over here. Seems like there's quite a bit of gold just above the bedrock. So down here is some shaly bedrock. I'll show you a piece of it if I can find it. But it just breaks apart and crumbles. This is a piece of it here. Breaks apart and crumbles. Gold sitting, I don't know, a foot, 2 feet above it. Seems to be a good indicator. But lots of black sand and lots of heavy magnetite and stuff. So we'll get this thing fired back up. See if we can get some more gold. Well, there's a picture of the mat running. It's not running, I'd say, absolutely perfect, but very near close to it. I just got a little bit more angle maybe. Now here's a piece of that bedrock. It comes off in big chunks. Working really good. Like I said, it's got V's all the way up the riffles. So the 100% of the mat is catching gold. Unlike a standard metal riffle, metal riffles going to catch no gold. So the whole thing is catching. Oh, I think I'm on my third clean out now. It's getting warm. It's got to be 90 plus. Last week at this time there was 6 inches of snow on the ground here. Wife came down, set up my shade for me, helped me set that up. That was great. I just finished the third clean out. Look at all that gold speckled in there, and that's just real quick throwing it back. I got gold all the way down into here. But we're on some really good gold for this area. Well, I decided to make it a little easier on myself to get out the bucket shovel. That shoveling works, but I can put 4 or 5 shovelfuls in here. And then I can take it over. Take it over here, get it up on my water spout here, and keep it in. I'm back. It is the morning of day 2. I just finished a run, did a cleaned out the mat, and yeah, I checked it. We're still getting some gold, and actually pretty dang good gold for this hole down here. But if nothing else, I learned a lot. I learned that, you know, I've tried this bucket blaster high banker a lot of times. I'm getting way too many big rocks in the sluice. I don't like that. You can't tip it up steep enough to get rid of the rocks. Otherwise, you lose a bunch of water. So, does it work? Yeah. Am I extremely happy? No. I might have to set up my trommel. It does a much better job. It gets down to 1/4 inch classification. Much easier to catch the fine gold. I learned my levelers that I 3D printed are holding up fantastic. They were out in 95-degree weather yesterday. They didn't get soft. I didn't break any. So that is a win. Yeah, the PVC pipe is sturdy enough. I can even fill up my bucket shovel full of dirt, put it on there, and it holds it all just fine. So I'm extremely happy about that. I'm probably going to do a separate video on these levelers, but I'll do a separate one. I want to explain a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to do it on this video, but they will be available at printingprospectors.com when they're ready, as well as the molds for the mats. And I did learn something here. Do not take the little speed controller that I sell with the Miller sluice and hook it to a 3,500 gallon hour pump. You can see the hole there. I was thinking, what is smoking? It just draws too many amps for this little speed controller. So keep it to the Miller sluice. It works great. But don't hook it to a big 3,500 gallon hour pump. You'll burn it up like I did. So guess I'm going to have to put me together another one of those for the Miller sluice. So I don't know how much more digging I'm going to do today. It's supposed to be 95 degrees again today, but we'll get back home. I'll clean out my cons. I got them in a bucket over here. There's quite a bit to go through. I need to get rid of the magnetic sand and everything, but yeah, they're in there. Well, anyway, I will see you probably back at the house. Okay, made it back from the mine. We had a great time over there. My sluice box stand worked fantastic. My little levelers here, there's a couple bodies there. The gold, we did really well on the gold for the amount of material we ran. Or I ran, I guess to say, but that's pretty doggone good. Now I can use these levelers and I can go from a stream sluice directly to a recirculating sluice, whatever I want, with just using these 3D printed levelers. So yeah, this is a new 3D printed sluice I made. Not a product, I'm just trying it out to try some different ideas. I'm gonna be running that this weekend. But anyway, the little leveler things will be available at printingprospectors.com if you want to check that out, or if you want to make your own silicone mats. The molds are there. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.